Hi, my name is Missy. I'm here to do I guess you'd call it a daily reading, although I don't really intend for these readings to be daily. I am calling them same shit, different day. So, take it however it applies. I do want to, make it clear right from the get-go that I am not promising to put these readings out daily. It's just it was just an idea that came up for a reading for me that I wanted to be able to put out. And although I am numbering them volume 1 and 2, and I'm putting a date on them, these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. So if the details fit, the reading is meant for you, even if you find it 2 years after I have posted it. If the details do not fit, please do not try to make them fit. That will do more harm than good and is not my intention. I am not a doctor or lawyer or accountant. I can't even think of any of the other professionals that you would need to consult if you have questions in those areas. Please do not do anything simply because I suggest it in this video. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own life, and please use that responsibility to your advantage. So now that we've got the disclaimers out of the way, like I said, these readings, this is called Same Shit, Different Day. It's basically meant to be kind of like a daily reading, although I do not plan to put it out every day. Maybe a few days a week or whenever I feel called to, just simply because that's how especially if you know me, you know that that's how I read anyway. I could have a complete spread that I've spent 2 days creating each position, what it means, and then I'll come in here and start pulling cards, and Spirit's like, yeah, I don't care what your spread plan was. This is how we're going to tell the story. So I just go with it. Whatever my instinct calls for in the reading, that's what we go with. So let's pull some cards and see what's going on. We have the song ODD by Hey Violet playing in the background. So if you're new here, when I call out the song and the artist, that's just simply a part of the reading. Actually, everything and anything that I say or that happens in the reading is part of the reading, especially if it applies to your situation. But again, if it does not, please don't try to make it fit. Now, when it comes to the music, that's important because, I could call out a song and you go and Google the lyrics and you get caught up in the story that's coming through in the song or every lyric that's coming through in the song, and that may not be the message. The message could simply be the title. It could be one word. It could be a chorus. It could be a phrase. So, just use your intuition, your own life, use your instincts. And now we have the song The Best of My Love by the Eagles. So I'm using the As Above deck from the Book of Shadows set. I don't have, I thought I had the box here. Oh, I guess not. Okay, well, this is what the deck looks like. It's a set that comes with 2 decks, just for those who are interested. So this is the As Below, this is As Above, or excuse me, As Above, So Below, and it's part of the Book of Shadows Tarot. Okay, let's get a few more shuffles and then we'll see what's going on. And actually, even though I have these cards out, I actually feel like we need some oracle cards first, so give me a second. I don't know what's going on today. Everything feels, I'm not sure yet. Give me a second here. like stiff or rigid or something. There's something like maybe there's a need to be flexible because you're too rigid. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we have one card that wanted to. Our Lady who sends the angels. So I will read from the book, at least the very, first portion of. I mean, these are meant to be really quick little readings that are like 20 minutes or less. Okay, Our Lady who sends the angels and Our Lady who gives peace. So, all right. So where I said maybe the rigidity was coming from you, now I'm not so sure. Maybe you're the one who's giving the advice, or you're the one who is. Maybe you're the one who is helping someone else to be flexible, to see that they have the need to be flexible. It's just another thing that I want to point out. We see the birds here. We have two birds here. We have one bird here. So birds could be significant for someone, messages. But I feel like okay, so this was on the bottom of the deck. So this is the foundation, right? Our Lady who gives peace. I'm actually going to put both of these up here. This was the foundation, but this is the energy that's coming in for the day for you, right? Same shit, different day. So whatever this energy is, I think there's somebody coming in to bring peace, or maybe you're the one who's bringing peace to someone else's world. Okay. Through communication, messages, birds could be significant. Maybe birds are, you know, your animal or something, your familiar, your pet. There's a lot of blue. And in this card in particular, the blue turns into this sort of green, like water. Um, this feels almost like a piece of dioptase. And I hope I'm saying that right. That's a type of crystal that it's this greenish blue color that's just so beautiful. Not quite emerald in color. There's more blue than there is green in dioptase. And so it's kind of similar to this color, like right in here. And that's how it feels to me, which it feels very healing, but there's a lot of communication attached to it. So there's some sort of message or something. Maybe there's something that you need to say to someone that will bring peace. I do feel like it's you that is doing the communicating. Okay, so we have Disturbed playing in the background with the song Down with the Sickness. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So, all right, so whatever this rigidity is, they need to let go. They're holding on to something, and that's what the Four of Pentacles, when it falls in the reverse, it talks about. And I think whoever they are, they're starting to let go already. But there's some situation where they either they've made up their mind about something, they have a belief about something, there's something going on. We'll turn it back in the upright. Excuse me for a second. So anyway, you can see that these, I guess they're gnomes. They look like gnomes. Kind of like the Seven Dwarfs, right? But anyway, they look like they're storing stuff away. That's what the Four of Pentacles is typically about. Excuse me for coughing. I apologize. I am in the process of quitting smoking, and so, when you're doing that, you tend to have your lungs aren't happy for a few weeks afterwards. So while you get rid of all that stuff. So anyway, so yeah, this is about storing things away, trying to save, right? But when it's in the reverse, it's saying you have to let go. You have to actually let up on this control that you have. So whatever this rigidity or this control is that you're the person that you're going to be talking to, more than likely this is a earth sign, because we have the Mother of Earth here. So I'm actually going to put this right here next to each other. So that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. They could just be someone who's very stable, secure, grounded, practical, nurturing. So whoever they are, they're being very rigid about something. It actually feels kind of like mother energy, not just because it says Mother of Earth, but like when you take the earth energy, it's just very stable, right? And so when you think of someone who's being very rigid in their decision or their stance about something, it sounds to me like maybe there's a mother in your life who has made a decision about something that could be just a little bit too, like maybe they need to loosen up just a touch, and this is where you'll come in. I think it will obviously bring happiness because you do have the sun. And then look, the Three of Cups with the elemental of earth, the Nine of Cups, all positive. So this is the Death card, but it's talking about Yule, right? So, and it doesn't, it just looks like winter time to me. There's also abundance there because you have the rabbit. So even if it is, death, it's actually not an ending. There's still abundance there. And then we've got the Fool with the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles. But look at that waterfall. Okay, so this is all really, really positive, right? And we're already 13 minutes in. We've only had a few cards, but I kind of feel like we can leave it here. But you know what I am going to do? Just because we're only 13 minutes in, I'm going to pull some charms. I'm going to, just to see if we have any special messages for each of the signs. I'm not even going to go into my explanation just because we want to do this real quick. So if you don't know how I read the charms, watch one of my other videos, please, and I will explain it for you. All right. All right, very quickly. So here in the center, we have Made with Love. So for today, there's love coming in for everyone. Very, very positive. This is general for everyone, but now we're going to go to each of the signs. So I forgot to actually set this at Aries like I normally would, and we're just going to roll with it. We're going to start with Aquarius first. So Aquarius, you have a piece of bloodstone sitting on the outer edge of your week, and this is the African bloodstone. So the colors of this are gray and red, very kind of like dark in color, which tells me there could be something going on with like your blood, with toxicity, with something. Also, Gray and red, I'm feeling like maybe like scorpionic energy, so maybe something to do with digestion or your sexual, like your organs, like if you're female, it would be like uterus, ovaries, so on and so forth. You have the swan here. There's something about beauty attached to this. Okay, so toxicity attached. So there's something about with this attached to beauty, and then you have the umbrella in the reverse down here when it comes to we're sitting on the air element. So having the umbrella in the reverse, I'm going to get back to this in just a second because I'm working this out in my head. Having the umbrella in the reverse is that there's no protection, and having when it comes to like the air element, this is where this is your thoughts, the communication. It's air element, right? So it's going to be all what's going on in your head. So there's no protection from what's going on in your head. So if you're in your head and you're thinking that you're not beautiful because maybe you are heavier, right? Or you're going through some sort of health issue or concern that it has to do with your sexuality, or maybe where I don't know why I've got this uh, I don't know why I have this feeling of like if you were to have some sort of surgery that made you feel, because there's no protection from your own thoughts, right? So I would think that maybe whatever this health concern or surgery is, it might make you feel as if you're not beautiful in some way. But I feel like that's a toxic thought that needs to be flushed, is what I'm getting at with all of this. It's because the swan is here. The swan is beauty regardless, right? And beauty isn't physical. So all of this is you need to stop thinking whatever these toxic thoughts are around beauty or health, or even the way that you eat, possibly, because there's something toxic here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Pisces. Well, actually, there's nothing with Pisces. So for Aries, we have the peace sign. We have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world, by a quote by Marilyn Monroe. And we also have the whirlwind or like tornado charm that fell in the outer ring. And so let me move these out of the way so that you can see this better. That was up there with Libra. Hold on. Okay, so this is for Aries. So this is like a tornado or, hurricane or something. So this is actually not immediately when you see this, this is going to be a little bit further out. So probably within a month of you seeing this, there is going to be like a flurry or tornado of activity. But I think immediately when you see this, there's peace coming in for you, and it has to do with having the right tools to accomplish whatever it is that you need to accomplish, right? And so that's going to bring sort of a flurry, like I think, within a month, there's going to be this like excess activity, or things are going to seem a little bit crazy and chaotic. One other thing that I do want to point out for Aries is that you do have, which fell way far off in the distance, you have the apple here. So there is some wisdom coming in, probably about a year out. And when I forgot, for Pisces, you did have the fish, which fell far off in the distance. And so for Pisces, there's abundance that's going to be coming in for you, but it'll be, several months to a year from when you see this. And this abundance can be something that has to do with like faith, peace, emotion, as well as money. Okay, and so Taurus, we don't have anything specific for you here, but we do have the Aries charm coming in for Gemini. So Gemini, you could be dealing with an Aries this week when it comes to this particular message. Those could be the two people involved. So for the sign of Cancer, we have the baby carriage. We have the star that says made with love. We have the dolphin, and then we have the sun and moon. And then we have the palm fronds. Okay, interesting. But we also have some stuff far out in the outer like the chair over here. So while it looks like there might be a baby for some cancers, like, or something that has to do with children or whatever, I think it's a baby, because this is joy made with love in a baby carriage. What else can it be? And then you've got the sun and moon over here, within a month, like maybe, and then you've got the palm frond, like within a month, maybe you may have to reach out to, like maybe, I feel like within a month you may have to reach out to people to give them the news or something. But then we have over here between Cancer and Libra, right? You've got this chair that's tipped over. So the way that I read the chair, when it tips over, I read that as someone leaving your life. So I would say within several months to a year, there may be someone leaving your life. If the chair had fallen sitting upright like that, I would have said there would be someone entering your life, but it was tipped over. So someone will possibly be leaving your life, but I do think you do have this baby coming in, or there's something about a child, where there's something that has to do with a child or a baby that you may have to reach out to someone within a month to speak with them about this. For those cancers who are not trying to have babies right now, right? You maybe already have children that you have to reach out to someone else to talk to them about your children within a month. If you're just finding out, you may have to, like within a month, you may be reaching out to your friends and family to give them the news. But there's still maybe one of your friends and family could be leaving your life because maybe they're jealous. It could possibly be a Libra, because this was straddling both houses, both Cancer and Libra. Now Libra has the bow sitting in the outer, sphere, and it actually came out right next to the chair that was tipped over for Cancer. So the interesting thing about that is that if you're a Cancer dealing with a Libra and that Libra is leaving your life, they see it as a gift, or it is a gift to the Libra. It might be a gift to both of you, but for whatever it is, it's a gift to the Libra, I think. But there, for those Libras who are not dealing with a Cancer or children or anything like that, then this gift is coming in within, there's like some little gift coming in for you within a few months to a year. You do have the money right here in the outer ring, which is, about a month out to maybe a little bit longer, because it was sitting off of the edge of that. And then you have the $100 bill for the immediate energy, with the double 2 die. So the number 22, the number 4, the number 2 could be important. This could be like abundance with relationships, right? Like because of the 100, this could be, like a partnership coming together, and then there's some abundance that comes in within, like say 6 weeks that's also attached to that. And then even further out, there's even more of a gift, right? Now, straddling both Libra and Scorpio, we have the $50 bill. So the abundance that's attached to, like, if you're Libra with Scorpio placements, I think you've got a lot of money coming in some way attached to some sort of partnership, right? Obviously. But either way, there's abundance coming in for both Libra and Scorpio. And this could feel like a gift for both, because again, you have these Christmas bells. So it could be, maybe within a month, right? It's going to feel like Christmas for Scorpio, for Libra also. Actually, you know what? I moved on to Libra, and I'm so sorry. I am an astrologer, and like I said, everything that happens in a reading, I never take it for granted. I consider it part of the reading. And I'm an astrologer who's been studying. I consider myself still a student, even though I am a professional, and I have been practicing professionally for a number of years, but I have been studying for 32 years. And so for me to get lost on where I am in the chart, it's not usual, right? So to go from Cancer and to think I'm moving from Cancer to Libra, I think that that's not a coincidence, right? But what I meant to say is, or what I should have said, with all of this money that has to do with Leo, and then what I thought was Libra to Scorpio, this is actually Leo to Virgo. So it still applies for Libra and Scorpio, but what I just said about the money, the abundance, all of that is also attached to Leo and Scorpio. So it's possible that And we can't dismiss the fact that this Leo stuff was attached to Cancer as well. So there could be maybe someone with Leo and Virgo placements who will be having a baby, or maybe someone with Leo and Virgo placements, or both Leo and Virgo will have money coming in immediately after seeing this reading that will be like a gift. So yeah, now we're going to move on past Virgo and to Libra. So yeah, Libra, you're getting two messages. Interesting. We have the moon and heart sitting in your outer ring here. So probably within 2 months to 2 to 3 months at least. Oh, hold on. I've got to save my fan. I don't want my fan to burn. I love it too much. It was too close to my my candle there. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I would say maybe 2 to 3 months. There's some sort of like, I feel like this is like love, support, friendship, something heartfelt, something very like, you know, very happy. It's a moon with the heart sitting in the center of it. So this is like when the moon is in its most positive aspect, right? When your emotions are really in a good spot is how this feels. And then you have a butterfly and a skull. So this is all, oh, interesting, a butterfly, a skull, and a key with the cowboy boot. So it's all attached to work, all of this energy, although the cowboy boot is sitting on top of the Venus icon, as well as the key is straddling both the Venus and Libra icon. So work, but also this could be something attached to love that will require a lot of work, but there's like a rebirth, transformation, phoenix rising from the ashes energy with both the skull and the butterfly, because this is 100% Scorpio energy. It's the reason that I have the skull on my arm and all of the butterflies on my arm, because that's literally, it's Scorpio energy, and that is 100% what it represents, is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, is transformation, the rebirth after death, right? And there's a key that's bringing about this transformation, which is attached to the work that you put in, and probably within 2 to 3 months, you're going to be feeling really good. All right, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. There's communication coming in for Scorpio, probably within a couple of weeks of seeing this, and it is probably some sort of love communication that's attached to a Sagittarius, because these charms are straddling both houses. So that's also a message for Sagittarius, and we don't have anything for Capricorn. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stay tuned. There might be something else on the channel here for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, anything that you can do to help me, please, because I am new here, and I will see you next time.